Junior Jewels. I'm Carly.
And I'm Jess, and we are the hosts of Typical Tuesday Night,
a Taylor Swift podcast.
Welcome back to a Typical Tuesday Night podcast. I'm Jess.
And I'm Carly.
And today, this wonderful Tuesday, we are so excited and sad to talk about the last two episodes of the Docuseries. Like,
it makes
it's
it
over.
feel, I know. I don't know who I was talking to, but I said, it really feels over now.
Yeah.
Which is like even more depressing.
So depressing.
Than I thought it was going to be.
When
Because
we
last
were
year when it was
last
like over,
episode, I was like, we're having to relive this like horrible ending again.
Well, I was like thinking about it. I was so sad when it ended last year, but in a way I felt like we knew we were getting a documentary. Like we knew it. So I feel like there was like a little like something's coming. Now it's like no. The chapter is closed on the Eras tour. Yeah.
Yes. Oh, and we've been anticipating the documentary for so long. And it's already over.
I know.
It's crazy.
It was too fast. I'm glad there was 6 episodes, but
and I'm glad,
was too fast.
I am glad it was spread out.
I am too. I actually really enjoyed that.
Yeah. I thought that was good. Because it was a lot. And like, honestly, like I think I said before, I watched all the episodes twice in preparation for the podcast. And like, I seriously caught things or noticed new things watching it the second time through. So I feel like if I would have gotten all 6 episodes at once, I would not have been able to like really soak it in and process it. And can I tell you a funny story?
Yes. Please.
So do you remember, I think it was the first week we recapped the docuseries. We said, all right, we're so excited today. We're talking about the docuseries. Like, obviously there's going to be like spoilers. Like if you haven't watched, like you should watch. But also like if you're listening to this and you haven't watched, like what are your priorities here? But that's like a huge compliment.
Yeah, totally remember that.
Someone that I know told me that they went to listen to the podcast for the first time ever. And it was to that episode. And they hadn't watched the docuseries yet. And they were like, I am that person.
That is incredible.
It was so great.
Wow, but also what a funny first one to listen to. And we're like on there shaming them for
like calling them out.
Well, I really hope you're still here and you're still listening. Hopefully they found another episode.
Yes, it was
enjoyed
so
that.
funny.
That's hilarious.
I know, so
That's good. Before we jump in, though, we have to talk. Harry freaking Styles.
What if I told you I'm back?
What in the world is going on?
Just coming out of thin air.
So if you didn't see, he posted, it was called Forever and Ever, right? Forever. Yeah. On his YouTube channel. It's like 8 minutes long and there's no words. It's just like instrumental. It's almost like a mini music video. It's like it's not even like a music video, but I guess, that like, I don't know what else I would call it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you have like, what are your thoughts, Jess? We know you're a big Harry Styles.
I am. And I know we're going to talk about this. We have a subscriber episode coming out this week. And so we are going to like talk about it a little more in depth on there. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it's kind of fun because you think about it and you're like, what in the world? He just came out of thin air, but it's like literally how else would it happen? Like,
it's true.
Something would just have to suddenly happen and it's like crazy.
Yeah.
It's now finally happening. Yeah. It's been
we
like
keep
2
saying,
years.
Yeah, like, where are you, Harry? Where are you?
Where are you? Yeah. And so, but it is kind of fun. It's such like, I mean, it's like an 8.5 minute long video. Yeah. And to have no words, it doesn't, I don't want to say it feels ominous because it doesn't. It feels more, it's just like mysterious. That's like the word I'm looking for. It's just like piquing your interest and like, he's finally back and like, what is this?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm super excited. I mean, it's funny because I'm not like, I've never seen Harry live. I would love to go see him live now.
Yeah, I think he'd be really...
And I even wasn't like a big One Direction super fan or anything like back in the day. Like I knew some of their hits, but like I really didn't get like super into Harry Styles specifically until we did our Harry and Taylor mega deep dive. And so, but yeah, I'm like, now because of that, I'm like way invested. I'm like,
we love it. We love it.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, there's so much.
There is.
It's like there's not a lot, but also so much.
I feel like I have some thoughts and a little bit of clowning. And so we were talking, we're like, well, let's do that on our subscriber episode because that's kind of like where we clown and do all of that stuff. Yeah. So if that is interesting to you, just make sure to join our Patreon or subscribe on Apple Podcasts. So
yeah. It's going to be a fun chat. I know. I
have a lot. I know. It'll be good. It'll be good.
It'll be good. Okay. So before we jump in today, I just wanted to quickly read one of our new reviews because you guys have been sending in so many reviews, which is so nice. Such a fun way to end the year. So yeah, and then it's also New Year's Eve tomorrow, which is super fun.
Crazy.
Literally cannot believe it's going to be 2026.
Bye 2025. I know.
Yeah.
What a great year for Taylor.
Literally.
Which we'll be recapping. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
So
if you're new around here, the beginning of the year is super fun. Like we always do. We'll do like a year in review for Taylor Swift, and then we'll do like predictions for the next year. It's super fun. Yeah. Speaking of, this review says, I love you guys so much. You give me all the news about Taylor and I can count on you that it's true. I go searching through social media to find Taylor Swift news and I can't always trust that it's true, but you girls say what is true and what's not. My favorite episodes are probably the misheard lyrics or the predictions for 2024.
Hey!
I started listening on the very first misheard lyrics episode and have been hooked since. You guys are the best. Keep up the good work.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, I thought it was fun that she loved the predictions episode. Yes. And I was like, that's perfect. So we've got our new one coming on up. Yeah. So I'm like,
what am I going to predict?
After this year, I'm like, gosh, anything could happen.
But also, like, so much
the limit with these predictions. I know.
Is stuff going to happen?
Well, that's what's funny. We went into this year probably thinking not much would happen.
Yeah.
And like much
we got to go back and check. I think we did that last year.
I think we'll do that at the beginning.
Yeah, we checked what we had predicted and what came right. Like came to be.
True.
So we'll have to check on that.
So fun.
Okay, well, let's get into episode 5. Yeah. Overall thoughts. Do you have any, Jess?
Yeah, I mean, I loved both of these episodes. I especially loved the like focus on family in this episode. I'm still a little surprised at the lack of Scott in the documentary. Yeah. I feel like Austin has gotten, did we hear Scott speak? Maybe once.
I think once. Yeah.
In this episode, I think. Or one of these two. Was it in
4? Yeah, it was, Maybe it was 5. I don't remember.
So, anyways, I thought that was super interesting because he's, like, so involved. But, honestly, like, Taylor and Gracie are my 2 favorite artists.
Yeah.
And every time I watch them practice there's like songs together, I literally cry because I'm so happy.
Yeah. I just think it was so fun. And we'll get into it like when Gracie's talking about like she is a fangirl. Yeah. And I loved watching her watch Taylor.
Yes.
And like you could just see she was mesmerized and just she was so happy that she was there. With Taylor, and like she was there with Taylor as like an equal, but also you could see that she was kind of fangirling, and I loved that. Like, because I feel like Sabrina felt a little more like she held it together. I think Sabrina like still was fangirling, but like she didn't. But I was obsessed with like Gracie.
I know.
I don't know. It made me love her more and love that Taylor and her wrote a song together and then like sang together twice and
yes.
So I loved
it was so good.
Did you have any other?
Go ahead. No,
I was just gonna say my overall thoughts on this episode. I just had chills throughout episode 5 for so much of it. The whole Marjorie story, and I love that they did a lot of it from like Andrea's perspective as like a child.
Yeah.
I was fascinated by that. I was like, wait, give me a whole documentary on Andrea's
that was not
life
a perspective
now.
I was expecting.
No, and I loved it. And like being able to see them take Andrea and what she did as a child, like watching her mom and giving her feedback, and now seeing that like now she's the mom, but she's doing that for her daughter in like the same way. I was obsessed with it. I thought the storytelling was really, really well done for this episode. And for something that I wasn't, I don't know. I was like, yeah, like I love Taylor's family. It's so fun. But like, I know them a little bit. Like I want more of like the tour. Like that's kind of what I was like. I kind of went into this episode being like, okay, family. Like this sounds so bad to me, but like, well, hey, family. Like we get it. Like Taylor loves her family. She loves her mom. We love all of this. And I think it came away as like one of my favorite episodes.
Yeah.
I just think it was so really well done. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, I talked about, maybe this was last week, I can't remember, about how I don't have a strong personal connection to the song Marjorie.
Oh, yeah.
But the very first show of the Eras Tour, hearing that live, being in the crowd, seeing Taylor sing it live for the first time, honestly, hearing the part of Marjorie in it in that setting, I like teared up. I had chills. That happened every time I saw it live, and it happened also during this episode when they showed the performance. Like I had chills.
Yes.
I don't know what it is about that song, but I can't imagine if I had a personal connection to that song. Like, my goodness.
Yes.
And so, yeah, that song just, it's so powerful.
Well,
and it was really fun to hear everyone's connections to it too.
Well, and I loved being able to see or like hear Andrea say, I loved and appreciated how much the fans embraced that song. And like we didn't have anything planned for it, but the fans, turned their lights on and
you and me remember night 1 that happened.
Night one. Yes,
that was not something that picked up later. From the very beginning, it was just like, we know this is the moment for the flashlight.
And it is the perfect moment, like the perfect moment. So I don't know, I loved it. But let's get into it a little bit more. So I was blown away by how clearly you could tell that Taylor was not feeling well.
I know.
Like, backstage, you could tell. Like, her cold, it was rough.
It was.
Never would have known that from watching her performances.
And it's kind of comical, because, like, imagine, she's coming down with a cold. It's Friday. She's got 3 nights of shows. Yeah. And she's going to do them all perfectly.
I know.
And there's me and
they're being recorded.
Where multiple times I have come into like a bulk recording session or something. Like maybe a little sick or maybe starting to lose my voice. And we record. We're like, we recorded for like 2 or 3 hours. And I'm like, my voice shot. It's completely gone. All we're doing is literally sitting on our butts and talking.
Yeah.
And she can have a cold and go out and do that. It's crazy.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's insane. Yeah. But I'm just like, to me, it even seemed like a bigger cold than just like a cold. I don't know. Something I was like, she really seems sick.
Yeah.
So I felt bad for, but
I know.
She's such a professional.
She is. It's crazy. It's like she can just turn it off.
I know.
I thought it was super fun. Her and Andrea at the very beginning were talking about Thanksgiving, and like Andrea's talking about like this
turkey.
This way to like cook a turkey she's seen, and they were kind of like joking back and forth. And then Taylor asked if she was going to make the big ribs for Travis. She's like, yeah, I'm going to make the big ribs for Travis. I'm like, anytime
I love that. I loved it.
Something like that is talked about, I just get so giddy.
Yes.
But yeah, so I feel like this whole episode was just like a celebration of family, and that I feel like the Marjorie theme just was through the whole episode, whether it was Taylor talking about it, Andrea talking about it, whether it was, I think this was or maybe that was the next one. Even like the cast, like the crew members talking about their personal connections to the song. It was really special.
I just think it was the perfect way to tell the story that she wanted to tell for this episode. Like,
yes,
I was shocked at how much I loved it. Okay, so let's talk about Taylor. She was like, well, I'm going to bring Gracie out in Toronto, and they were going to sing something else.
And they didn't say, and I'm so
okay. I was like,
I
was
wait, so hung up on that.
Okay, interesting.
She was like on the phone with Gracie, I think, or voice messaging her. Oh, and she was like, instead of let's like, so like, but she didn't say the song. Like she's like, instead of whatever, and then didn't say it. Like maybe we should do Us since it got nominated or whatever. And I was like, I want to know like, what were you gonna do? I mean, it could have been what they did at the end of the tour. The mashup they did do. And maybe that's why they did do it later. Because they're like, no, we still want to do that.
Yeah. Huh. But that probably is what it is.
But yeah, that's what I'm going to tell myself so it stops keeping me up at night, you know?
And it was fun too. They like went and showed them like writing Us with like the fire. And I just loved that whole thing.
I loved it too. And my gosh, Us and Out of the Woods.
I know.
Are you kidding me?
Well, and I love that Gracie was so excited. Would she say like, this is like top 5 songs of all time or something like that?
Yes. And then my favorite part was because they were going to do like the bridges of those songs together. Oh, yeah. And Gracie literally said, this double bridge is going to send me off a cliff. I'm like, dude, we're all right there with you.
For reals, though. For reals.
It was so funny. I also loved kind of what you were saying. Like, Gracie's like her friend, but she's also like a fangirl. She was saying that she grew up with Taylor's music and she started writing music when she was 8. And she said her friends would ask her if she would rather have $10 trillion or write a song with Taylor Swift. And she would always say, write a song with Taylor Swift. And so it's so magical that she got to do that.
Yes, I'm obsessed. Like that's cool. That is so cool. Because there's not a lot of people that can say they've done that.
No.
So,
and then, she said, and I'm sure a lot of people feel this way, and I feel like this is kind of the same thing that Florence was saying about Taylor, is she said she's the easiest person to be around and such a dear friend, and then I'm just like, how are we, like, singing a song, Taylor? Like, reality kind of hits of, like, who she's in the room with, and I think that's a super cool compliment to Taylor.
Absolutely.
So, I think she's done a good job. I don't know, like, you know, you imagine the scene in the Anti-Hero music video where she's like in the dining room and she's like big and everyone's around the table. And I'm like, from what I can tell, Taylor, I don't know your life and how you feel, but from what I can tell, you have done a great job at like making everyone feel that's close to you, like on an even playing field.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And I'm sure because she does feel like how she talked about in Anti-Hero, she tries extra hard.
Yeah, she's like more self-aware.
She's like bringing other people up to her level and just being like, we are equals here. Which is also really cool because she doesn't need to do that.
Yes.
So, okay. I had forgotten that she does Evermore and Peter.
Dude.
In that section.
I know.
Why was I thinking that was like earlier in the tour?
This episode? I know, I was too, because when it came on, because that mashup specifically for me just like literally destroyed me when it happened. And I remember exactly where I was when it played, because of personal connection that I have to Evermore. I was like with the person that I have a connection to. Anyways, and watching the live stream, like, I even said, do you remember that night?
Yeah, I do. I like remember so much about this. That's why I'm like, why does this feel, I didn't realize this happened this late.
I know. I was like, I want to be wrecked. Like, stab me in the chest, twist the knife. And then like, she literally did.
She did. 100%. 100%.
I know. So this mashup happened like, probably like, I remember because I was on a trip for my birthday. That's why I know the dates of it. It was probably like November 16th.
Well, that's
15th or 16th. And so it could have,
so they must have just
could have not been part of the Toronto shows.
Yeah. Okay, that must be.
No, it was because I think she did Toronto. She did Toronto.
Okay.
And then it was Thanksgiving, and then she went to Vancouver probably.
Okay. So I think I'm just thinking Canada, December.
Yes, same.
Because I was like, I swear Jess was gone on her trip when this happened. Like, well, I know that.
Yes.
Like, I know that that's like where you were.
Yeah.
So, okay, that makes more sense then. Okay.
So, yeah, it's because there was like a little gap between those two stops.
Which also makes sense because they were talking about Thanksgiving coming up.
Yes.
So, like, even that, okay. That makes sense.
I know, because I had the same thought when she started playing, because she started playing Evermore. And I was like, what did she mash this up with? And then she started playing Peter. I was like, wait a second, because I clearly remember that mashup, but the timeline for me wasn't
threw it off. Totally.
Oh my gosh, totally. I was losing it. Watching her practice that was magical.
Yeah.
I love how much they've shown that. Like her practicing the surprise songs. Obsessed with that.
It's so fun. So fun. Yeah. Okay, is there anything else that you wanted to talk about in regards to like Marjorie, Andrea? I feel like I kind of said like mainly what I wanted to talk about.
Yeah, I think so too. I just think it was interesting. Like Andrea specifically said, I guess there's like two things. Andrea specifically said that she felt a very similar role, like you kind of said, between how she was with her mom and how she is with Taylor now, and how it's interesting. Andrea has like no musical background or knowledge, but she's had these two extremely talented women as literally the two closest women you could have in your life, your mom and your daughter. And like to be that middle person is like probably so cool for Andrea. And then the last thing I wanted to talk about with Marjorie was, I mean, obviously, like I said, it was like really cute to hear all the band members talking about relating to the song.
Yeah.
Camilla, the background singer, her mom died before the tour started and was super sad that her mom didn't get to see the tour, which was like super heart-wrenching. And then it was so interesting to me. So Camilla did like the pre-show pep talk, whatever, that they filmed and talked about that. And then because of that pre-show pep talk, it made Taylor crazy emotional when she performed that night. And I thought it was so interesting that Taylor in the car after the show told Austin that she was so embarrassed because of how emotional she got. I'm like, girl, if you have permission to literally be as emotional as you want anywhere in front of 65,000 people, that's the spot.
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
Because all of us are doing the same thing.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you know.
Totally. Well, I remember seeing that, and I don't know, it almost like gave me more respect for Taylor. It's one of those like, you're real, not that she's not a real person, but like, this means a lot to you. This song, also what you're doing and performing for all of us.
Yes.
And you're feeling that. And I don't know, like, I love that. I'm like, yes. Feel it. Because like you said, we're feeling it too.
Yeah. And it's kind of cool too, even after like watching the documentary and like knowing how Taylor, even watching the whole like after Vienna thing and how she kind of has to like flip the switch to like go out and perform. So to see, knowing that, and then to see her have like a real human moment on stage, I think is really cool and shows how powerful it is that it's coming through because she's tries so hard to just keep her cool.
Yeah, totally. I was going to say one other thing too. It kind of made me sad when she said Marjorie died when she was like 13, right?
Yeah.
And like trying to make it.
Yeah, like, she was in Nashville trying to make it. And
I just remember being like, dang it, like, so close.
I know.
Because I think it would have been really cool for her to be able to have her grandma be even a part of the start of that.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
I know. I'm curious. I don't know. Maybe this is too obsessive, but I would just be curious, like, did her grandma die at like a typical age? Did she pass away like prematurely at all? I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, she seemed fairly old, like elderly in the videos when Taylor was pretty little, so it probably was just like kind of an old age thing, but I I don't know. I can't even remember how or why I knew this. I mean, obviously people talk about it, but I was surprised that a couple of our friends didn't know that it was Marjorie singing on the track.
Oh, they didn't?
Oh yeah, because you weren't there.
No, I wasn't
Duh,
there.
I
I know.
forgot. Yes.
We
I'm
didn't
like
watch these
thinking you
ones
were
together,
there.
you guys.
We weren't able to watch together these last ones. Two of our friends did not know
Interesting.
that Marjorie was on the track. And I'm like, well, we haven't done our deep dive on it, so of
Yeah,
course they
that's true.
don't know. Just
Why would you
kidding.
know? We haven't
And
told
I was
you.
like, I know, but that was like they were like, oh my gosh, like, and they were so obsessed with that
Yeah,
detail and thought that was really fun.
I
It's
know. And
such a
I'm glad
cool
she
part of the
talked about that
song.
because it is. It's a cool detail.
Yeah.
Okay, I loved being able to talk more. I just love anytime we get more tour details. Being able to talk about the tour visuals
Yes.
and who the guy that's like in charge of the
I
tour
looked it up to
visuals.
double check. His name was Ethan Tobman, and he's
Okay.
a Canadian production designer.
Oh, cool. I
Yeah.
just love too that she kind of like gave him like room to give ideas. And
Yes.
so
And
he
what
was the
music
one.
video did they work on Bejeweled or like a couple music videos? They had done a few music
Oh,
videos together. I think for sure Bejeweled because he talked about like
you're
liking to
right. I
create
vaguely remember
worlds that
that.
like are immersive
Yes.
and all that.
Yeah, I don't
So,
remember, but I vaguely remember like them talking about that. I just
yeah.
thought it was cool that he was the one that came up with the idea for the dive.
Yes.
I
I
loved
know.
that. Well,
Yes.
and being able to see the light. So they showed like,
Yes.
okay, so
That it's
stand
green.
here. When this turns green, it's ready. And then you're going to like jump in.
Yes. I
And like
know.
seeing it from that perspective and
That
seeing
is
how she had to
that
dunk
was
or
everything we've
jump.
been asking
It
for.
was, yes.
It was
I was
perfect.
so glad. Yes.
I know.
So happy. But it was really cool.
So
I'm glad we
good.
got that.
Yes, me too. I loved when Taylor was talking about songwriting. And I think Andrea was talking about like, there's all this that goes into the tour and it's super incredible, but like none of this happens without a song. And it kind of was like leads into Taylor. She's literally just walking around saying like, I love songs. I love songs.
Just like throwing stuff.
And it was so funny. But I
It's
loved
amazing.
she was talking about like songwriting and saying like she said crafting a song is the happiest she ever is and that writing music is what makes life feel like it's worth living, which I
That's
thought was
cool.
super cool.
Yeah. Well, and it was interesting that some of that was interwoven with her recording rep.
I know. That was interesting
So yeah, I'm like,
choice. And like obviously it was like with the same producers as like Life of a Showgirl. So like you
yeah,
could say it was maybe because of that, but it also makes you scratch your head a little because it was totally extra unnecessary footage that like could have
yeah,
been literally anything else.
totally.
Oh my gosh, I just had a thought.
Oh, love it. Go.
I'm kind of super bummed that like I don't know. I guess like those producers weren't like really in it, but like I would have loved if Jack was in this somehow.
Oh yeah,
Even that's kind of what I'm saying like cuz he helped on
because
Rep,
he,
right?
yeah, and he
Getaway
helped
Car.
on Torture Poets,
Yeah,
which she
like I
talked
feel
about.
like there was opportunity for that and I'm kind of bummed
Yeah,
that he wasn't in it, but
yeah.
I
I
mean it
know
was
there
that
was
one.
a lot. I mean, like a
But
lot more that I wish we could have gotten, especially towards the beginning of the tour. But
hmm
you could tell this was
this
the
was
time we
not planned at the
decided to
beginning.
document and
Yeah.
here's what we're going to give you. And I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
but I wanted to know more about the beginning of the tour. How did this really
Yes.
come to be? That's okay. I'll take what I can
Literally.
get. Take what I can get. And
Yes,
it was
for
cool to be
sure.
able to see her writing Life of a Showgirl. And one
Yes.
thing that I thought was really interesting too is the timeline of it. There was that part they were talking about like Swedish holiday traditions. And I
Yes.
was like, okay, so they recorded this in the summer. And then she must have gone back
In the winter.
around this time, like
Yeah.
maybe around that break,
Yeah.
and finished up, which also makes me think people said cancel couldn't be about Blake Lively. because that happened in the fall. And I'm like, look, she
Yeah.
was back in the studio.
She's like, I got another song,
November, December.
guys.
Yeah. So I just thought that was
Yep.
kind of like a fun little, ooh,
That
wait,
is
the
fun.
timeline of that. It wasn't all just the summer. So I thought that was kind of fun.
Yes, for sure. Super fun too because Taylor's wearing phase it
Yes,
freckles, which is
I didn't see that
crazy.
the
Yeah.
first time I watched it. I only saw it on their Instagram, which is really cool.
Yeah. So it's fun because Taylor has now worn phase it freckles. She wore them to the for the first time to a Chiefs game, and then she wore them. Was it just in the was is this the third time, I guess? So she
I don't remember what
shared
the
a
other one was.
picture on Instagram
Oh, of
from
her. Yeah.
recording Life of a Showgirl where she
With
has them
them.
on. You can barely see them, but then you can see them in the documentary. And I cannot believe that she has shown
I
those
know.
that many times.
So many.
And I loved that if you haven't listened, we actually interviewed one of the owners of Phase It,
Yeah.
and about getting tailored the product and all that. So if you haven't listened to that episode, you should go listen to it. It's super
Yeah.
interesting. Those owners are so cool. I love watching their story. But she was like posting online about it and she's like, I feel like every time she shares that she's wearing them, she's like flirting with us.
That's cute.
Like, I know you,
Like,
I know
I
you,
know you.
and I know
Yeah.
you know me, but like, we have no relationship. I don't know. It's just funny.
I love it. I love that she said, like, I love to be hyper detailed, which, yeah, we can see that, Tay.
Yeah.
We can absolutely
Yes.
see that. She's like, there's several overarching themes just woven throughout
Her music.
like everything. Yeah, I feel like
Yeah.
that she does. And she's like, I think that the fans have gotten into that obsessive nature of storytelling too, which, yep, sorry. We
Yep.
absolutely have. Yep.
She knows
Yeah.
we're
We're obsessed.
pretty into the details
Yeah.
and give us all the
Yes.
details.
We want all of it. All of it.
I thought it was fun when she said, like, talking about Gracie and Sabrina and probably a lot of her opening acts, but she was like, the opening acts for this tour were people that were like 10 years old going to her shows. And that's just like such a cool full circle moment
Yeah.
for her.
Yeah.
And then at the very end of the episode, kind of when she was talking about like after being emotional with the Marjorie performance and Camilla's mom not seeing the show, she just said it just made her, she was talking to Austin, saying it just made her like extra grateful that like her family, her mom and her dad and
Yeah.
Austin and Travis got to
Yeah.
see the show. And I'm just like,
Oh,
so
cool.
cute. Oh,
we're glad Travis saw the
obsessed.
show too, because it.
And we're glad
to
we
you
saw the
guys.
show.
Yeah,
too.
for real though. For that's the truest statement of all. All right, we are going to
man.
take a quick ad break before we talk about episode 6, and our first sponsor is Dime Beauty. So Dime Beauty is one of our favorite brands for skincare. They are all about clean. So if you are looking for a skincare brand that is all about clean products, this is the brand for you.
Yes. And I think one of my favorite things about their brand specifically is that they do focus a lot on clean products. But a lot of times when you're like, okay, I'm switching to clean products or I'm going to start buying organic stuff at the grocery store or whatever, you're like, all right, well, the prices are going
I
to
know.
go so high. Dimes stuff is so affordable.
Yes.
They do a lot of sales. Dimes discount code for us is our highest discount code of any company that we work with. So I feel like it's very accessible, clean products, which I love.
Yes.
And like you said, we use so many of their products. We've talked about a lot of their products. For me personally, because it's winter, I have been experiencing a lot of dry skin. And so I have been like regularly, like maybe once or twice a week, been using their whipped exfoliating mask. I don't know if you've ever used that.
I have. I love it. I need to use that more.
Good. It's so good. It works
love it.
so well. So if you're looking for a good face exfoliant, I highly recommend that one.
Yeah.
It lasts a long time. I mean, I don't get dry skin a lot, so I more use it as needed. But when I need it and I use it, I can totally tell a difference.
So good. Now you're making me like want to go do that tonight. Maybe that's what I'll do.
So if you have any some fun money after Christmas,
yes,
you'll get yourself some new skincare.
For reals though, for reals. It's always like a good way to start off like a new year too, right? With like a new skincare routine that makes you feel excited to, you know.
It's like buying a new workout outfit.
Yeah, exactly. There's all the things we got to do to prep for 2026. Well, you can use code Typical Tuesday Night for 20% off your order at dimebeautyco.com.
Yes. And then our second podcast sponsor today is Wally Cases. We love our Wally cases. I still have not started using my new phone.
You just can't give it up.
Guys, I've had it for almost a month.
Yeah, I was going to say, you've had it for so long.
I know, and I haven't activated it yet. My life is
that is so funny.
Too chaotic. It's not at the top of the
right
priority.
Now. Yeah,
I know.
Terrible time right now.
But I am going to set it up soon. But I'm sad because I won't have my Wally case anymore for a minute.
Get you a new one.
I got to get a new one.
But they seriously are the best. So I'll show you guys mine right here. It is a phone case that has the loop and the wallet. It is game changing. I seriously, like, if you have not bought one yet after our raving reviews, I don't know what you're doing, because seriously, life changing. So they have some that all come in like one set, so it's like connected, or I have the magnetic option, so I can take it off and it's just a phone case. And I love that they have this too. So it's just like a little connector, so it stays on, so that it doesn't. I'd always be like afraid. I've seen those ones. I mean, it's like difficult to get off though. So like you're not gonna lose
the magnet's strong.
But like it's just nice to know that even if it like falls off, it's still connected, and I'm not gonna like lose my wallet and stuff. So they also have other like MagSafe products too, where it's like the charger, they have the wallet, and they have the section, so you can like place it up on like your mirror and stuff, or wherever you're at. So tons and tons of products. They are incredible.
I know for me, like my biggest worry about getting one or hang up about getting one was I thought it was going to be really bulky, like in my pocket, in my hand. I don't even notice. I don't even notice. And the pros to the loop and the wallet being part of my phone. Life-changing.
I think one thing too, I had a loopy before, because I love being able to have the loop. But the loopy doesn't lay flat.
And
that bothered me.
And so to your
like
pants.
Constantly it was like a big loop. So I'd put that in my pocket, and that bothered me, because like there's just like this loop. So what I love about this is the loop lays flat, so it doesn't feel bulky. And then you can adjust it. It has like a spot. So like if you want it, you can then adjust it to be up. But when you go put it in your pocket, you just lay it flat. So I just love it.
So good. So if you have not gotten yourself a Wally case yet and you want to try it out, you can use code TTN for 10% off your order at wallycases.com.
Yes. All right. Episode 6.
Okay. Episode 6. I loved the title was Remember This Moment.
She really failed with not being able to use those, oh my gosh, variant names that we talked about.
I know.
But this is still a really good name. Remember This Moment is like a really good ending episode.
For the end.
Thoughts on episode 6?
I actually cried a decent amount both times that I watched it. I was surprised today when I watched it a second time. I was like, I actually feel like I teared up even more the second time. I don't know why. Just like, I don't know. Again, just like, there were just so many tender moments between like, obviously, like I said, like watching her and Gracie sing together. There were some tender moments with her family. There were so many tender moments with the crew. And then just knowing, like reliving the tour ending again and the last show and all that it was so tender for me.
No, I loved it. I feel like So I'm going to rewatch the whole docuseries with my husband. We're going to probably watch it next week. So I watched this on the 23rd when it came out, but that's like day before Christmas. So I was hectically like trying to do a ton of stuff at the same time. And so I had it on my phone while I was like cleaning and like doing dishes. And so I feel like I did myself a disservice in a way.
You were distracted.
Because I don't know, I almost feel like I teared up more in episode 5 than I did in episode 6. But I also feel like I don't feel like I paid as close attention to episode 6. So I'm excited to go back and like rewatch it all and like really sit down.
Yes.
But I'm like, maybe that was a good thing because I don't know if I was ready to like
I know. Sit there
and
I don't
cry.
know. It got to me. Like it was a good one. But yeah, so the whole episode 6 is just showing like the last shows and everyone kind of talking about their feelings around the last show and like I said, like I don't know. I was going to give like an overview, but I don't want to.
Yeah. I mean,
we'll just get into it.
Well, yeah, just go.
I love that she was saying at the beginning, I think Austin was asking her like how she was feeling.
Yeah.
And she was like, I feel so proud, but so ready. Like she's ready to be done.
I don't blame her.
She's exhausted. I literally cannot imagine. But also like, when I was watching, when she was getting out of the car and heading in for the last show, I'm like, can you imagine that feeling for her?
No, I don't even know.
Showing up to the last show of something you've been doing literally nonstop for like 2 years.
And that you love.
And that you love.
That you're like so passionate about. You created this.
Yes.
And you've seen what it's done for people.
Yeah.
And then to, be like, this
for it to just be over. So crazy. I love too because she talked about like she was saying like there's she's had so many speed bumps in her life and like even things surrounding like she's kind of talking about like you can't really control like what people think about you or like I don't know, she was just saying like she just feels like for this tour everything just came together just right. She's like, how like culture was right now, like the way I was being perceived, like just everything was kind of working in her favor. And I don't think she's used to that feeling. Yeah. And she described it as like instead of feeling like the wind is pushing against you, she just felt like it was just blowing at their back and just like they just felt like in sync. Yes, which I thought was really cool. Yeah, like the way she said that.
I also was so happy we got to see her practice Never Grow Up in the Best Day.
Oh my
But also like in front of her family.
I know.
That part,
like when they brought her dad
like,
and Austin in and she starts singing the dad and the brother part, I'm just like, okay.
Yeah, that got me. Yeah. Well, and who said it? They were like, those tickets should come with a warning.
I think this was like the one time I feel like he talked. Yeah.
Yeah, those tickets should come with a warning, bring tissues. Which,
literally.
I still think about that mashup. Like the other day, I tried to find it on Spotify, hoping somebody had like found a version and uploaded it as like a podcast so I could listen to it. Because and it's not there. So if anybody knows where it's at, I'm sure it's on YouTube. But
yeah, it's so good.
Oh my gosh,
I am not gonna lie. That's the one thing I'm a little bummed about with the Eras 2 movie, like the final movie, is not having
the extra.
All of the surprise songs from the other nights because they were really good ones. I would love to have those.
Good. Yes.
Yeah.
So good. It was fun to see the footage of the friendship bracelet going up too.
I know. I'm like, especially because that was just done by the city. Like that wasn't a Taylor Swift thing, but it was so fun to see them get the footage of them putting that up. That ended up being such a fun thing at the end of the show, like where the one stadium did it and then they kept passing it on. Like
I really wish it could have
the
started
bracelet
sooner.
with other stadiums. I know,
because that was cool.
I know, it was so perfect.
Yeah,
didn't they say? Yeah, didn't Taylor buy it for like $13,000?
Oh, I think so. Actually,
at the end of the tour,
I think she did. That's cool.
Funny. And then we finally had a talking head moment from Paul.
Oh, yeah.
Finally. It was very short. And I'm kind of surprised because I'm like, if they had one moment of him, that means they had more footage interviewing him. And so I'm kind of surprised they didn't use more of his. But I was really glad we got some because we love Paul Sidoti. Yeah. But it was cute to hear everyone was sharing, like, they were asking people, like, if you could describe the Eras Tour in one word, like, how would you describe it? And the dancers were going through, like, sharing their words. And that was, like, really fun to see and talking about just how great of an experience it was. And, yeah, I don't know.
So and then, like, it went into them going into that room and seeing their own Eras posters.
Yes, that was so cute.
It's like, oh, that's so cool. Like,
I know,
that's
such a fun idea to do for them at the end.
Oh, yeah. Well, and then Jan talking about, like, the first show, and he was like, I'm going to be, like, the first one on stage. And that would be wild to think about.
That would be so weird to have also, no idea what to expect.
It's crazy, too, to think that, like, we were at that first show.
Yes.
We didn't know what to expect.
Yes.
I had no idea that was Jan.
Oh,
back then. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't know who Jan was. Now I love Jan.
Well, and it was so cool because later in this episode, towards the end, I think Cam actually brought up how how cool it was that fans knew the dancers by name. And he was like, that is not normal. Yeah. Like, that is not a typical thing that happens for backup dancers on a tour. And I think that just, like, really shows, one, like, the extra attention Taylor gave to, like, the type of people she had in her show, but also, like, the fans and how much we care about everything as a whole and not just, like, hyper focused on even just Taylor. Yeah. But yeah, that, like, Taylor really helped them shine as, like, individuals.
Totally.
So I thought that was good.
And then we got to see Gracie and Taylor practicing I Love You, I'm Sorry, and Last Kiss, which is also one of my all-time favorites.
When they did that one, in my grave, it was so good.
So good.
Like, some of the transitions between the songs, like the way one song led into the other, I'm like, these were meant to go together. And, like, Last Kiss is so old. Like,
oh, I know, but it's like, it was perfect.
So perfect.
So good.
Hearing Gracie had a part when they were practicing where she was singing Last Kiss. Oh, hearing Gracie sing Taylor songs, like, I could not ask for something better.
So good. So
good. I loved, they were talking about, I don't remember who it was. It might have been Andrea was talking about the tour and just, like, the fans. And this was something talked about even while the tour was still going. Just, like, it's a place where you just feel safe and comfortable.
Yeah.
Like, so many people went by themselves. So many people with, like, social anxiety were able to go and have, like, a good time. And, like, it's a big crowd, but you feel very comfortable while you're there.
Yeah, very safe.
Yes, they were saying that there's something so pure about the fans wanting to come and have a good experience, but also wanting everyone else to have a good experience too.
Yeah.
Like,
because that's not how it is everywhere.
Yeah, no.
But that's absolutely how it is with Swifties.
Totally felt that at the Eras Tour.
Yeah.
So,
well, even like the tour manager, like Robert Allen said he spent more time watching the audience. Yeah. Which I think is really cool.
So cool.
Because I'm sure that was fun for them. It's like, I've seen this show, like, I know what Taylor's doing, but being able to see what she's doing for these people, that is fun to watch too.
Yes.
In itself.
Yes, seriously. And then we got a bunch of, like, 22 hat footage. Which, why did I, like, kind of forget
about the 22 hat?
I know.
She's like, the 22 hat. I'm like, oh my gosh. They haven't talked about that at all in the tour.
I know. Well, and, like, I feel like, you know, with the way that the tour was, I just feel like I missed out and kind of forgot about the 22 hat a lot, unless I saw, like, a video after, because it wasn't part of, like, I wouldn't watch, like, full live streams, and, like, that wasn't part of the live stream that I would watch each night.
Yeah.
But it was so fun to see like a bunch of the kids getting them and her talking about the experience. And I loved how after one night she said, like after the show, she was telling the story about this girl, and she was like, this girl kind of like totally affected my reality in the moment, because she was like, is this real life? And it made Taylor think like, actually, I don't know, like, which I thought was so cool, because it like made even Taylor, like, I think that just shows the gratitude and the love that Taylor has, like, for the show, for the fans, like, is this real life? You know, like, you watch her at the tourist stand there in like awe of like the Champagne Problems standing ovation, or like big moments, and like, you know, that awe from her is so genuine. Like, she truly feels that. So that was super fun.
Then we get to the final show. So sad.
Literally so sad.
But they were like, she was like, guess what day it is? Sunday. And she's like showing her Chiefs outfit, and she's so like, you guys got the game on? And I just loved everything about this whole section. Like, watching her like practice her songs and watch the game, scream at the TV.
My
and
gosh.
Like, I loved everything about it. I was so obsessed. Good. Yeah.
Did you see today? We have like an Instagram chat. Did you see that?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
our
I'm being better. I'm being better.
You're not seeing it a week later.
Yeah, for reals. Yes, I saw it. It's so good.
Our friend sent into like a reel on Instagram that was like the I knew you were in trouble, but updated from like the goat screaming to Taylor screaming at the football game.
We should post it to our stories, because it's so funny.
It's so funny. It was so funny to watch her practice the surprise contest and be like, go, go, like in the middle of singing, and then like touchdown. And just,
I know. Well, and even just like
watching her
and Scott talking together about like, I never thought that I would be watching football with you.
Well, I was obsessed with that part, because I didn't even really think about that, because that is something that's been talked about ever since Taylor has been going to Chiefs games, as far as like other daughters connecting with their dads through football. That's like a new special experience for them. And now, but like, to hear that has also been the experience for Taylor and her dad was so fun. That is cool.
Yeah, I hadn't thought of that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really cool.
So fun. And then obviously super fun to watch her practicing Long Live, New Year's Day manuscript mashup. And were you shocked? Because I was shocked that was Andrea's idea.
Yes. And I was like, wow, Andrea.
When Andrea was like, I have an idea.
You are
like,
just...
stops the piano like, what? And she's like, you should do, it was the end of an era instead of the end of a decade. I'm like...
Just like, Andrea, you are just giving.
No, she
giving us that. Giving us Taylor and Travis? Like,
yes, seriously. I was like, I cannot believe this, but that was fun. It's fun to like get those details, because like if they weren't filming in that moment or whatever, it's like we wouldn't necessarily know some of that stuff.
And so like, not that we need to, but I feel like it just makes it all feel a little more, I don't know why I want to say like personal. It just feels so much more raw and real. And I don't know, I just love it. I love being able to see it.
Yeah. And then I loved watching, we hadn't really gotten a ton of footage of her getting like her hair and makeup done. And I loved getting to see that. And it was fun. She like had the game on while she's getting her hair and makeup on. She was saying that it was helping take her nerves away, which I thought was really cute.
Cool.
But man, can you imagine being the person to comb Taylor Swift's hair every night before she goes on stage?
No.
And making it look perfect? Like, I cannot imagine.
I can't even imagine.
Or like putting the one that does her winged eyeliner, like.
No, what? I just, all of it. I couldn't even imagine being that close to her ever.
Yeah.
Then she kind of talked about like feeling thankful that the tour went so smooth, which I don't know. It's just really cool. Like, you could see that it meant a lot to her. Yeah. And she just was she wanted it to be so good.
Yes.
And I'm glad that like at the beginning of the show, she was like happy that it was over, but that she said she was just proud of it. Yeah. And I think that's like the perfect way to leave it, you know, like thankful that the tour went really well and smooth and that she was proud of it. I think that's like the best way that she could leave it. Like, and she said that.
Well, and especially like after them talking about Vienna, and how she said, I guess I don't remember if it was her personally that said this or someone else, but like had the Vienna shows happened and had a big tragic thing happen, like that would have changed how people viewed this tour forever. Like that's how it would have been viewed from that perspective forever. And I'm personally grateful that like obviously that happened and that there wasn't a big tragedy and, you know, all that. And so it's pretty cool to see in that amount of time, that amount of shows, that amount of places you're traveling that like they really had minimal like setbacks or like obstacles. So I loved when Taylor was heading on stage for the last time. Andrea's just like, have a good show, and Taylor's like, see ya. I'm just like, this feels so casual. Like
I know.
You're literally Taylor Swift about to go perform the Eras tour. It's just like, have
Final
a good show.
I know.
Break a leg. Like, what?
I know.
Oh,
and then we see the final speech again, which I think was also really smart storytelling.
Yeah.
We got it the first episode, and then they're like bringing it back.
They gave a lot of the background. Yeah.
So
I thought that was really good too.
Liked that.
I loved that they actually gave, I'm pretty sure this part of the speech wasn't in the first time they showed the speech, but I loved when she said, everyone is jealous of what you've got and no one is jealous of what you had to do to get it. And I was like, wow, mic drop.
For real.
Love that so much.
Yep. And then just like seeing everyone crying under the stage.
I know.
Like,
I was like, even the people who live under the stage are like, I can't believe like, it's over.
I
know. I'm sure literally everybody, though, same feelings. Bittersweet. Like,
totally. Because that's a lot of work for everybody.
This has been amazing. I have best experience of my life, but like, time to go home.
Yeah.
So, and then I loved when Taylor was talking about the show and she was saying just like how it's like a mass, she always says this word and I don't ever remember how to say it, catharsis of emotion. And she was like, there's some joy in the show. And then she said, but there's also a lot of like snarling, angry, bitterness, despondent, heartbroken, wistful, theatrical magic. And I was like, describe Taylor Swift's like catalog,
whole discography in
this little list. That's you go.
It's
like
so true.
This is Taylor Swift, and I loved the way that she worded it. It was, I mean, that real like the Eras tour. That is the Eras tour.
Absolutely. Yeah.
It's a perfect description.
And then just like seeing the final bow and them all like getting together and hugging and then like hugging backstage too.
I know, because we'd seen the hugging in the final bow like a couple times, like on stage, but seeing the backstage stuff and them showing a little bit more emotion backstage, her hugging her family, and that was really, really sweet. And then someone said, like right as she got off stage, I swear, didn't someone say the Chiefs won?
I think so, yeah.
It's like she needs
amazing.
To know.
Amazing. I mean, she does.
So fun. I know.
Who said you have to take life one
She did.
Is that what she said? I couldn't remember.
Yeah, Taylor said, Taylor said you have to take life one air at a time and just see what happens. Yeah. So, love that.
So true. Okay. Ending with happiness.
Dead. Twist the knife. Literally. There was happiness because of you.
Yeah. That's not one of my favorite songs, honestly. Yeah. And sometimes I will skip it. Not always, but sometimes. Won't ever skip that one again. Like, it just has like a whole other meaning for me now.
Perfect ending.
Yes. Yeah.
And I never would have like thought to pick it.
No.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It was so good. I have goosey bumps talking about it. And then
Wait,
it was
can
so
we talk?
fun.
Was it in this episode towards the beginning? Paper Rings was playing. Did you hear that?
Yes.
And I was like,
Yes. I
why this
think
song?
it was one of these two episodes. I think it was this song.
I was just
Um,
like, interesting choice.
yeah.
I don't know why. It's a great song. One of my favorites.
I actually feel like there was a moment that like there was a lyric. It like made sense to me.
Okay, maybe that's why.
Because it was during like they were showing it was when they were showing the friendship bracelet going up.
Uh-huh.
They were showing a bunch of fans exchanging bracelets. So it was kind of like an
Just
upbeat, like
one,
everyone was so excited to go. But you love that song.
I do.
So
I love that
that's
song.
fun.
I was like, oh, but I was like, interesting. That's a Joe song.
Yes, yes.
But it was a great choice. I was glad. That's not one that gets, I feel like, is as popular as some of the other ones.
Yeah, for sure. And then I loved during when they were playing Happiness, they showed all these flashbacks. So they'd show Taylor and Amos on stage during Fearless, but like back during the first Fearless tour, and then showing like during the Eras tour. Like they would do all these like flashback together, putting the eras together. So cute. And they also showed like they showed like Cam again when he was younger and dancing, and just like the journey.
That whole thing
it was so good.
It was so good. Well, and then seeing the empty stadium.
I know.
I was just like, okay, this is really over.
We'll say what happened, but then I want to hear your thoughts on the end.
Oh.
So yeah, there's the empty stadium. It like says, oh, like there was this many shows, we went to this many countries. Then it's like Taylor, this date, Taylor purchased her masters. This date, Travis and Taylor got engaged. This date, she released Life of a Showgirl, her biggest album of her career to date.
Yeah.
I'm curious your thoughts on the way they did it. Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, to me, I feel like that's really typical. Like that's a very typical way to end a documentary. And so when it first started, I didn't like think anything of it. Like, oh, like that number of shows and countries, whatever. Taylor purchasing her masters, that one made sense. Then the Taylor and Travis got engaged. That one was the first one that I was like, this is interesting. Like,
yeah.
What? I mean, I guess it has to do with
what
the
does
tour,
that have to do with it? Yeah.
But yeah. Like it just was like one that I was like, oh, that's interesting. Like that is huge and has happened since. But why are we putting that on there? And then the Showgirl release one, I was like, okay, we're just like going to recap everything that happened this year at this point. Yeah. I don't know. I know a lot of people are like all like, what in the world with the like to date? Like, is something else coming? Blah, blah, blah. I don't know. That to me was just like, obviously she's got more music coming. Yeah. She's going to try and have another big
beat herself every time.
Like, I don't know. So what about you?
Because if they said she released it and it was her biggest album of her career, like, you need to put to date because we do know she beats herself out every time. My biggest hang up with the way that this ended, which
wait, really quick too. Do you think it was her biggest album?
The Life of a Showgirl?
Yeah.
I think it was.
I mean, like, okay, so I guess
as far as like numbers,
I guess
go?
number wise, it's probably like the biggest album. Okay, I want to like look at, because I'm sure they're not lying. Yeah. To me, it doesn't feel like her biggest album to date, though. Okay, does it to you? Okay.
I don't know. I mean, I just figured numbers wise, but it's too early right now to project like weeks it's gonna be at number one and things like that to beat out like Tortured Poets, things like that. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. We should look. We'll talk about it on the subscriber episode.
Yeah, because I want to talk about that more. Because even I would just be interested to hear thoughts on what we feel like. It's hard too because this one hasn't settled yet, like you said. Yeah. Where like I look back and I'm just like, 1989 just feels huge. Massive. Like, you know what I mean? Or I don't know. Like when I think, what does the general population say is one of Taylor's biggest? I just don't see people saying showgirl.
Yeah, so I guess it just depends on like what
you mean by that.
Yeah.
Just
like what angle you're taking.
Interesting thought.
Because I agree. Yeah.
But okay, what do you think?
My biggest thing at the end of that episode with the way that it ended and then also what I was anticipating seeing for the last 2 episodes, me and you talked after the middle episodes, like we were convinced we were going to get more about her getting her master's. And they did not talk about it at all. That was the only thing. And so that was like a little bit of, I would say, maybe my biggest bummer, that there was nothing about that. I'm like, maybe this is a subscriber episode thing to say, but I have been seeing people, clowning that like maybe there's more documentary coming, saying it's a season 1 and maybe there's a season 2. I loved the theory of it's the end of an era for this one, and then the next one would be like the start of an age.
I would
be obsessed with that.
Love that.
So I don't know. I'm just hoping one day we get more on that, but maybe there just isn't anything. Sure. I don't know.
If anything, I bet there will be a documentary on the entire process even if it's, I don't know, she does something that talks about this is what happened when they took these from me or when they wouldn't let me buy them.
Like a more fully encompassing thing.
Yeah.
Okay. I could see that. Because, I didn't have this thought until just right now in this moment, but I'm like, maybe that's kind of why she talked about it as much as she did on the New Heights podcast, because
that's where
she knew that it wasn't going to really be like, she was choosing not to really put it in the documentary, but she wanted somewhere she could like at least talk about it a little bit more in depth.
Yeah. It's a good point.
But that's true. I could see something coming out down the line that like is more of the full story instead of her just getting them back.
Yeah. Because I'm sure there's not a whole lot to that part.
Yeah. But honestly, maybe she's like, I don't really need to talk about it. And I wonder if she views it as like giving attention to people she doesn't want to give attention to.
Yeah.
I could see her taking that
Totally.
angle.
Totally.
It's just like, I'm happy I've got what I need. I don't need to talk about, like, people know, like, I've said the story on New Heights. Like, I don't need to, like.
People know.
I don't know. It just surprised me. That was something I was really anticipating going into those last couple episodes.
Especially because we went back and watched the trailer and it showed all of those vinyls.
I know. And I wondered, like, after it didn't show in those last episodes, I was like, maybe that scene showed in the first episode, because they did show, like, the red Taylor's version photo shoot in like the first or second episode. And so I'm like, maybe that shot happened, like, and we did happen in those and we didn't. But like, even one of our friends was saying, like, it's interesting that nothing was talked about Taylor's versions or any of that, masters, anything, the whole series, other than like the photo shoot and then the thing at the end, because she announced and released a couple of them during the tour. So, I don't know. Crazy.
Interesting.
Well, we have it. We've got
there we go.
All. Yeah. That was a really fun way to end the year.
It was. It was
as far
perfect.
As the podcast goes, loved getting to just recap the episodes each week, and can't believe it's already over.
I know.
Can't believe it's going to be 2026. Like, what?
I know. That blows my mind.
I know.
2025.
We might get some Harry Styles in
wild time to be a Swiftie.
It was. Who knew?
I don't even know what 2026 is. Like, how can it even compete? I don't feel like it can.
I don't think it can either, but that's what we thought about 2025.
It's true. So, we were like, oh my gosh, it's crazy.
I'm really curious to see what our predictions are this year.
I know. I got to start thinking.
I know.
Yikes.
So fun.
All right. Well, if you guys, I was thinking about it. I'm wearing my Showgirl University.
Yeah, so cute. Showgirl,
established
so
1989,
comfy.
Sequins are forever. And then they have, They have sweats that I'm wearing too that says keep it 100, which it's just so perfect. I love it so much. So I was just going to remind you guys, if you haven't checked out our merch, we still have a bunch of merch. We have a lot of our newer like winter outfits. We have 2 different sweatshirts and then the sweats. And so if you haven't checked out our merch and you even have some extra Christmas money laying around, you can go to our website's just typicaltuesdaynight.com. And it has it has some cute t-shirts but it's just some
free
fun
shipping. Yep. Only to the US currently.
Yeah,
but
sorry. But
yeah.
It's fun.
It's such cute stuff.
Yes.
Okay, well, I feel like with that, we are at the end. This right now, this moment, not the end of the documentary. This moment right here is the end of the era's era.
Oh my gosh, don't say that.
But at last, she knew what the agony had been for.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Just cry our way off the podcast.
I'm gonna go cry myself to sleep, okay? And with that, good night.
Bye.
Bye.